Hello, I'm going to show you how to do the Section 1 reading question on the OSSLT. When you write your test, you'll encounter a question or an article followed by a series of questions just like this one. And all of these multiple choice questions are based on the article here. So we can start by reading the article. Here we go. Recent discoveries have strengthened Alberta's reputation as the dinosaur capital of the world. Scientists at the Royal Tyrrell Museum in Drumheller, Alberta, are examining the first duck-billed dinosaur skeleton to be recovered in northern Alberta. The skeleton could represent a new species of dinosaur. The hadrosaur, or duck-billed dinosaur, lived about 73 million years ago, when much of Alberta was covered by a vast inland sea. Herds of duck-billed creatures moved across the lushly vegetated lowlands, followed in time by predators such as the Tyrannosaurus rex. Since the retreat of the ice more than 10,000 years ago, erosion has carved out the hillsides, uncovering the bones of the once abundant dinosaurs and shaping the dramatic and mysterious Badlands. Interested teens and adults can attend day digs sponsored by the Royal Tyrrell Museum. Thousands of important specimens have been uncovered by participants, including a 1.3-meter long leg bone from a duck-billed dinosaur, fragments of turtle shell, fossilized crocodile and fish teeth, remains of horned dinosaurs, and nearly 100 tyrannosaur teeth. So there we go. A little bit of a tongue twister for me, but I managed to get through it. Alright, so we're going to go look at our questions here. Let's read the question at the top here. Multiple choice. Record the best or most correct answer on the student answer sheet. So you won't actually be circling these, though you can if you want to. You just have to make sure on the other sheet that you fill in the appropriate little bubble. Alright, now what's important here is it says the best or most correct answer, which means some of these might seem right, but we need to find the best or most correct. You could even have an answer or a question with two correct answers, but one is essentially more correct than the other one. Okay, so let's look at the first. The headline of this news report does not describe the museum, summarize the story details, suggest the kind of discovery, or identify the location of the story. Now I might make you a bit dizzy here, but I'm going to scroll up and let's have a look. New discoveries at the dinosaur capital of the world. So when you write yours, flip back and forth. It's not cheating to go look at the article again. Do that a lot. So the headline does not describe the museum. New discoveries at the dinosaur capital of the world. Doesn't even mention a museum, so that is a possible answer. Summarize the story details. Suppose it does that a bit. Suggest the kind of discovery. Well, it's kind of mentioned dinosaurs there, so does that a bit. Identify the location of the story. It doesn't really say exactly where it is, but it's the dinosaur capital. So I have two options here. I would say, since it does B and C, and we're looking for something it does not do, does it describe the museum, or does it identify the location, or does it not? These. Since it hints at a location by referring to the dinosaur capital, really I'm left with the best or most correct answer as A. Does not describe the museum, the headline. Next question. Scientists in Alberta are studying the duck-billed dinosaur skeleton to perhaps discover a new species. But before we read all those, let's find that part of this. So it's scientists in Alberta are studying the duck-billed dinosaur skeleton. So I need to find the duck-billed dinosaur skeleton. So I'm using my scanning skills. I'm looking for duck-billed. Here's the first incident of it here. Duck-billed could represent a new species of dinosaur, it says here. Scientists in Alberta are studying the duck-billed dinosaur to perhaps discover a new species, so that seems to be correct, but is it the most correct? So I can't just circle that one and move on. I've got to read the rest of them. Determine a degree of hillside erosion. Is there anything, use my scanning skills here, about erosion? Erosion. There's erosion. Huh. But does it have anything to do with the duck-billed dinosaur directly? Since the retreat of the ice more than 10,000 years ago, erosion has carved out the hillsides, uncovering the bones. So the erosion has uncovered the bones, but they are not, in fact, studying the erosion. So that one's not it. Learn about ancient climate of Drumheller. Climate. I do not see anything about climate here. Unless I missed it. So I don't believe that could be the answer. Now I didn't seem to think from reading as a whole that it was really about climate. Possibly uncover the mystery of the Badlands. Let's have a look. It mentions the mysterious Badlands here, I can see. But are they digging it up to really uncover the mystery of it? I don't think so. So I would say the best answer is back to A again. Perhaps discover a new species. Our evidence is right here. The skeleton could represent a new species. And it's directly linked to why they are examining it. So that is A. Next, hadrosaurs were most likely threatened by retreat of ice, erosion of the land, predatory dinosaurs, newly discovered species. Let's go find the word hadrosaurs. And we scan through until we find it. There it is, hadrosaur. And what killed it? Or threatened it? Looking for something about it threatening. Now I don't see any mention of the word threatening, but what could mean threatening? What's something that could be interpreted as threatening? So here's the hadrosaur. Herds of duck-billed creatures moved across the lushly vegetated lowlands, followed in time by predators such as the Tyrannosaurus rex. So we have the Tyrannosaurus rex following them, and they are predators. That sounds threatening. So let's check our answers here. Retreat, erosion, predatory dinosaurs. There we go, it's C. Now, a newly discovered species. Before I jump ahead, was there anything about newly discovered species? The hadrosaur itself is a new discovered species. It doesn't mention any others, so I don't think it is threatening itself. So no, we'll stick with our answer. What's next? Alright, in paragraph 3, so this one tells us exactly where to look, the words dramatic and mysterious are used to explain erosion, describe the dinosaurs, explain the day digs, or describe the landscape. So what do these words, dramatic and mysterious, what do they do? So let's find those. Scan. There it is. Dramatic and mysterious. So it says, since the retreat of the ice more than 10,000 years ago, erosion has carved out the hillsides, uncovering the bones of the once abundant dinosaurs and shaping the dramatic and mysterious Badlands. So it's directly referring to the Badlands here, not the dinosaurs. Which one would it fit? It's not really explaining erosion. The Badlands are not describing the dinosaurs. Not really explaining the day digs, though. they're digging in the area where it was, does it describe the landscape? So all of this up here created what's called the Badlands. So the dramatic and mysterious Badlands are the landscape. That's just what it is. And so that fits the best there. So in paragraph 3, the words dramatic and mysterious are used to describe the Badlands, and the Badlands are the landscape. What's next? In paragraph 2 relates to paragraph 1 because paragraph 2, now that can be confusing. So this paragraph relates to this paragraph because the second paragraph outlines the contents of the Royal Tyrrell Museum in Drumheller, Alberta, explains the term dinosaur capital of the world as used in paragraph 1, or describes a sequence of steps in the discovery process identified in paragraph 1, or provides additional information about the skeleton recovered in northern Alberta. So let's go figure out what this paragraph is all about. So we can see that this paragraph is about the hadrosaur, as introduced right at the beginning there. Duck-billed dinosaur, it lived 73 million years ago. This is what Alberta looked like when it was there. There used to be herds of them, and they were stalked by Tyrannosaurus rex. So it seems to be all about details about this hadrosaur. Which one would fit? Outlines the contents of the Royal Tyrrell Museum. Oh, I should make sure that's the end of it. Yes, this is the start of a new paragraph here, and even gives me a new number. So there's just 3 paragraphs. This one here is all about the hadrosaur. It is not about the Royal Tyrrell Museum. Explains the term dinosaur capital of the world. It does not. It's just about that one dinosaur. Describes a sequence of steps in the discovery process. There's nothing here about the archaeological digs or how they found them. Over here has lots of that, how the ice scraped away and revealed the bones. But this one doesn't have any of that. Provides additional information about the skeleton recovered in northern Alberta. So this one is all about a particular dinosaur called the hadrosaur. Is it the one mentioned in paragraph 1? Let's see. So they found the first duck-billed dinosaur, and the hadrosaur, or duck-billed dinosaur. So the hadrosaur is the name for the duck-billed dinosaur that they refer to here. So yes, D. Paragraph 2 relates to paragraph 1 because paragraph 2 provides information about the skeleton recovered in northern Alberta. We can be confident now that that is the right answer. So if you go through these steps, go back and forth from the question to the article, make yourself dizzy, and find the answer. You can highlight and circle as much as you like on the article. And be certain, absolutely certain, before you circle or fill in any of those bubbles on the other sheet. You can find all the answers here. It's not cheating to go back and forth. All the answers are right here. Just find them. I hope that you found that helpful, and good luck when you answer your own Section 1 reading on the OSSLT. Bye-bye.